Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. And tonight our question comes to us from Draconum Blade. And Draconum Blade asks whether I've ever heard people make Star Wars references relevant to the Karelian tradition. And all I can say to that is, yes, I have heard that. Obviously, anyone who's ever seen the movie Star Wars will be aware that there's a planet called Karelia in the Star Wars mythos. And the pronunciation of the planet Karelia and the Karelian people is pretty much identical to the Karelian tradition, although the spelling is different. And how this came to be, I personally think is primarily simply coincidence. The name of the Karelian tradition comes from the name Corel, which was the married name of Caroline High Corel, who founded the tradition. Pretty simple, pretty obvious. The term Karelian was added to the term nativist tradition some years ago, but was used as an adjective long before it was officially added. And I don't personally think there's any particular relationship between these two things. I think it is either a fortuitous or an unfortunate coincidence, depending upon your opinion, and I will venture no opinions. Having said that, there is a school of thought that my old friend and distant kinsman Merlin the Enchanter, who was a professional entertainer and did move in Hollywood circles, and apparently knew some of these people, might possibly have used the term Karelian in front of them at some point. I don't particularly think that's likely, but I've heard it said. I personally think most likely the inspiration for the planet Karelia was the European territory of Karelia, which is also spelled differently, but which is a real, I guess we'd say a real country. It's currently divided between Finland and Russia, but it's an ancient territory and has played a significant role in history. And I would think that would be the more likely antecedent of the name as used in Star Wars, because it's basically just changing the initial letter and there you've got it, or the initial couple of letters. But as far as that goes, yeah, I've heard all the jokes. And I think that there's really nothing to say about it except, like I say, I think it's purely coincidence. It is possible it might have something to do with Merlin. It's possible it might not. And by the way, I'm sure he was not known in Hollywood as Merlin the Enchanter. He was probably known by his more prosaic, everyday name of Larry. But I do think it was probably just pure coincidence. So I hope that answers your question. I hope you find it interesting, and until next time, may you blessed be.
Hi, I'm Terry the Stone Lady. For all your crystal and stone needs, come to witchschoolstore.com.
Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. I'd like to ask you to take a few minutes and visit my Indiegogo campaign. You can find it at indiegogo.com/witchschoolvideolessons. This is a fundraising campaign I'm conducting to raise money to help finance my finishing of the video version of our Witch School degree lessons, first, second, and third degree. My goal is to finish them by spring, and I'm hoping that people will support this project with donations to help me to accomplish it. We have a number of wonderful thank you gifts for people who make donations, and I hope you'll consider donating. And if you're not able to donate, I hope you'll support the campaign in other ways by letting people know it's happening. I feel that this is really a revolutionary project, something that will do a great deal of good in the world, and I hope that I can count on your support for it. Until next time, may you blessed be.